I'm Sailor Third Class Hassa from Burnaby, British Columbia. I wanted to join the reserves first, so my homie and his discovery were there, and they just mentioned that there was a new program. It seemed interesting, so I signed up for it, and then I ended up being the first one, and just went through the whole thing, and now I'm here. So I just had to, fill out like everybody else does in December, and then all of a sudden in June I went to basic training in St. John. The basic training was actually really fun. I kind of expected it to be that way, but at the same time, it had a little twist on it from what I thought it was. So it's nothing like the movies, really, and so on. But it was a good experience. I made lots of friends there. Some of them actually came here with me. I still have that bond there. Oh, well, the difference between the reserves and this program was the reserves, I would be more staying at home on that home base. With this program, I get to travel the world, experience everything that the Navy has to offer. So with this program, I can try everything and see which one I like first, and then sign a contract for that after. So far, they've been really good to me, and they're showing me everything that they can. They guide you along like the best that they can, so it's not, you don't get lost. My father was in the Royal Canadian Navy as well, I think back in '96. But yeah, he was a big influence for me to join here. And he's happy now. He's a little jealous maybe, he's thinking about coming back a little bit too. He was a Naval Combat Information Operator. That is a trade that I am looking forward to see how they operate. My father was happy when I told him that I wanted to join the Navy. And I even have a little sister. She just turned 16 and she's actually thinking about it as well. I'd say the thing that surprised me the most was just the amount of, say, people like me that are actually here. Like, everybody's really easygoing, everyone's super friendly, and everyone works together really well. There's always something to look forward to every day, and I actually enjoy coming every day. So a lot of the jobs that are within the military actually are civilian jobs as well. You can actually join the military and continue to do those jobs that you already know. And there's just a lot of opportunity to join the military. I think it was the first week I got here, all of a sudden it was just a whole bunch of tours of everything that I've never even seen before. So it was like going to the ships. Then let's go see what these guys are doing and what are these trades doing. And it was just like a really good experience for me to actually get like hands-on experience on the ship. Yeah, I think the work-life balance has been amazing so far. There's lots of things to do on the base, and you have just so much time to call family or see friends. There's sport teams, there's gym, swimming pool, like everything you have is, here. And the food has been amazing. They have wonderful cooks, so they cook real meals. It's not like the movies where you get your little pack of something and so on. They have, in the military here, there's a Sentinel program, and those people that they know for the red flags to look out for. And you can always go up to one of them and they'll sit down one-on-one with you to support you, and you can talk to them about anything. They're just there to listen. The staff has been really good to me, and they've guided me along for everything. As soon as the first steps I took on this base, they showed me around. They got everything that I needed to get done. And as soon as I came here, I guess so many doors has started to open up for me, and there's just, the experience here has been pretty good so far. I'm looking forward to the future. I think that over here, or just in the military in general, you make lifelong connections, friends for life. I think the thing I'm looking most forward to is just being able to experience even more programs that I haven't even seen yet, to definitely get some more sailing time, and just to explore the world, I guess. Yeah, I'd say to those people who are joining in the future, I think the NEP program will be really good for them. They'll be able to experience lots of different Navy trades and have hands-on experience. So going this way, I think it's just a better experience. You'll be able to do everything, and you'll get lots of help along the way for you to decide which trade that you'll make a career out of.